let's go and see how the internet reacted to the game yesterday. There's a lot of funny things in here today. I'm guessing it's going to be mainly looking at Neil Maupay yesterday and what he had to say in the game. But first up is the THFC report. And this is Richarlison trolling Maupay yesterday. This was brilliant. Cast your mind back to the kick-ups at the City ground last season when Brennan Johnson kicked lumps out of him. This is him doing his own version again with a few kick-ups in front of Maupay just to wind him up a little bit. And then he just goes and barges into him. I love that.
Absolutely. As I say, you can't shithouse a shithouse. So Maupay thinks he was the main shithouse there, but he hasn't seen Richarlison. What point of the game was this? I don't know. Maybe it was near the end of the game, but absolutely fantastic stuff. And he was really winding Maupay. You can see Maupay complaining. He's like, come on, what's he doing? And like Rishi just doesn't give a shit. It's so funny.
I absolutely love Rishi, man. I love him. Sebastian says Werner is Iniesta compared to Mudryk.
Has he got more goal contributions than Mudryk now?
Must do.
I don't know.
Has Mudryk got any? Mudryk scored one. He scored against Arsenal. I think he got another one in there as well.
Fulham, I think.
So yeah, he scored 2 goals.
He's catching up.
Yeah,
Mudryk's had the whole season. He's got more than Anthony, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's for sure. Carly T says, Vicario, tell Pedro Porro I got dibs on next.
Brilliant. That Vicario hug, can't be avoided. That big grit, that big grasp, you can't stay away from it.
You saw it at the end. I think it might show it again, but at the end of the game, he just absolutely jumped on a donkey as well.
They'll come up.
Axel THFC saying the Norgard guy made 5 fouls after he was booked at the 17th minute, and somehow he completed the 90 minutes.
Yeah,
and this is something that we kept talking about during the game, isn't it? Like, he gets booked so early on, and he just kept making fouls. Where was the second booking?
Yeah, literally. It was about, I don't know if he's being hyperbolic or not, but he made so many fouls. It was actually really frustrating. It was like the referee just refused to give him a second yellow, which was really, really frustrating. There were dirty fouls as well. And we kept how many fouls did he actually make?
I'm just checking now.
6. He made 6 fouls.
Yeah.
And he got booked really early. So I think that's a spot on. Like, he completely deserved to be sent off, and he completely got away with one. It was just like he had license to just keep fouling.
6 fouls
because you get a yellow for persistent fouling. It's 5 fouls
and
for
what? Persistent. But one sec, did he got a yellow for his first foul, didn't he?
Yeah.
First foul.
It was a bad one. Yeah.
But the first foul. So you're telling me 5 fouls don't equal a yellow card?
And yeah, for persistent fouling. What equals persistent fouling? It was madness how he didn't get sent.
And how many of those were in the first half as well? Like, it was all in a short space of time, a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
Ridiculous. But anyway, the Tottenham Hotspur feed saying the dark art at the age of 19. This is Jamie Donnelly taking down Maupay when we needed it the most. Brilliant.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Really crucial. Really great foul from him as well. Shows a bit of maturity, not letting him have that chance. And good for a young player to realise that.
Yeah. No context, Tottenham. I love these kind of celebrations. You kind of see these week in, week out from Kuti and Porro, to be fair.
I love how Porro goes flying, like, bam, he's flying backwards. No one person was moving in that chest bump. It wasn't going to be Romero. I think that was celebrating a goal kick in the 90th minute.
Yeah,
I think
it was.
Brilliant.
Central goals, James Maddison on Neil Maupay copying his celebration. He's not scored enough goals on his own to have his own celebration. James Maddison is so brilliant in post-match interviews, isn't he?
Yeah, he's so refreshing to hear like a player talk like a normal human being.
Yeah, not a robot.
Exactly, it's really, really great.
This is another one of Kuti and Porro, so we'll go on to the next one. I'm not sure what this one is.
My
United
reaction.
Spurs of America.
This is a guy. This is reaction to Brentford saying we ended narrative. It's a guy taking a swarm of bees and just eating them. He's got this swarm of bees. It's hard to watch.
Do you know what the hell? Do you know what it is? You know what it is with bees, though. What happens when bees sting you?
They die.
Exactly, and that's what happened yesterday.
Exactly right. 100%. Great analogy.
James Coy is saying Richarlison running up to Maupay. This was brilliant yesterday. I love it.
Also, if you watch, this is absolutely pretty. Gets in his face. If you watch it, look at Højbjerg like telling him to like stop being stupid. Look at him. He's like shouting at him. Well, like,
Højbjerg's like the dad.
Calm down. Like, come on. Like, concentrate. Yeah, in the head of the game, sort of like concentrating on riling up Maupay. It's like getting the game.
Just runs past him, shouting in his face.
I can't remember who did that as well. I think it might have been Remy Ronaldo did that to someone. I can't remember. Anyway, yeah, but it was a great moment.
Sea Dog THFC saying in the background you see Mickey and Vicario celebrating the victory. In the foreground you see Ben Davis explaining Hoy Beheg what happens on page 19 of Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe.
There you go, Ben Davis explaining. Lovely, absolutely brilliant. I wonder what they're chatting about.
Yeah, that's what they're chatting about. Lion, Witch and Wardrobe, mate.
I'm sure.
The Spurs web with some stats on Richarlison's performance yesterday. 98 minutes played, 46 touches, 2 tackles, 1 interception, 1 goal, and 2 shots on target. Another great display from our Brazilian number 9.
Yeah, and I think the next tweet probably encapsulates that.
And there you go, man of the match performance from Richarlison. And he must be getting a few of these now. I mean, hasn't he got a few man of the matches in the last 4 or 5 games?
Well, I thought he was our best player at Old Trafford. I thought he was our best player against City, even though we weren't very good. I thought he was our best player. So, look, since that Newcastle game where he scored 2 goals, he's been brilliant.
Yeah. And on the players bickering, I'm not a fan of it. I don't like the whole bravado, pushing people around. If you're that brave about things, my players and their players get into a UFC cage and I'll see how brave they are.
Who are you backing in a UFC cage? Brentford versus Spurs?
Spurs, 100%. But in terms of your opinion of these kind of things, like, for me, I kind of enjoy seeing all that kind of stuff on the football pitch. What's your opinion of it?
I don't mind seeing it. I just don't. Obviously, it's not good if it affects your performance. You know what I mean? I like the banter, and if more players going to do that, and we do it back to him. I love that kind of stuff. But if we're getting into like all the bickering and it's starting to affect our game and we're losing our heads, then obviously I don't like seeing that. It's stupid. But I don't mind all the when 2 teams are going at it and they're trying to wind each other up. I love that.
I felt like it was affecting us in a negative way in the first half, but once we start to get on top in the second half, that's what I love to see, you know, us using it in a way to channel that energy.
When it's affecting your team positively, you like it. If it's not, you don't like it. That's how it works.
This is a tweet about the light show yesterday. That does look amazing, to be fair. Can we make this full screen? Like, that looks incredible.
Yeah, we actually missed the lot. When was it?
It was just before we got there, I think.
Just before we got there.
Yeah.
Was the teams out? Were the teams
no,
out
they're
there?
just
No.
before they... They might be lining up.
You know, some people have this suggestion, which I think is a really clever suggestion. Like, why don't they make tifos out of the lights?
That would be incredible.
They have the technology, clearly. They got the technology to do it. So they can like sync it up that way. That could be possible. Now, imagine like an interactive tifo that changes and stuff.
Yeah, that would be mad.
That's definitely possible.
That would be mad.
Yeah, it's quite cool though, isn't it?
Maybe they should... When all the Spurs fans are singing "I'm loving Big Ange" instead after the game, they should do something like that, like "I'm loving Big Ange" instead.
Have the words. Yeah, that was sick.
Madders THFC says "F around and find out." Look at
it. I like that chat. Madison was not having any of it.
Yeah,
not having any more pie. And there we go. Love it.
That was the best one with Brennan Johnson.
Absolutely love it.
Again, the same thing. Madison's reaction to Morpie's dart celebration, he just did not enjoy it too much. He was like, yeah, well done, mate, well done. Let's see what happens the rest of the game.
Who had the last laugh? That's the main thing. We saw this clip already of Rishi.
Rishi. Next one is Ange. Tottenham created 2.86 XG against Brentford tonight, more than any side has generated against the Bees in a Premier League game this season, which just shows how well they're set up, Brentford, and how hard it is to fashion consistent chances against them.
I know they've been having a tough season. They're always difficult to play against, even in games where they're losing. It's always close. They're so well set up. So I think, to create that level of chances is always going to be very difficult, so we did very well.
Lily White Rose, another one of the light show yesterday, just looked incredible, that stadium.
Lovely stuff. Yeah, look at that. Did a good job with it.
And it's so much, obviously it goes without saying what I'm about to say, but when Spurs are in this kind of moment, we're fighting for top 4, we're looking good as a football team, we're playing good football. I mean, it must be such a hard place for opposition fans to come, because we do make it a bit of a cauldron, don't we?
Yeah, and when we're on our game, when we're singing it loud, it's absolutely great.
BBC Sport saying Tottenham are making Neil Maupay and Ivan Toney pay for copying James Maddison's celebration.
Definitely right. Definitely, I think we know that.
Radu and Captain Romero yesterday, just giving themselves a little...
Radu coming on straight over to Captain Romero, giving him his instructions. Lovely stuff.
Nice one. Sonny says, words can't explain how much I love Vicario.
Yeah, look, Tony was wound up by him. I wonder what Vicario... I think Vicario... Well, someone... I know it was a joke tweet. Someone... Vicario went on to him and said he should have cashed out. But, yeah, Vicario has now getting a reputation, isn't he? Winding up strikers.
He's also another shithouse Vicario, to be honest.
Full of shithouses.
And
but what's
I saw another... I saw
it?
another tweet saying, which super boost did you have on tonight?
Yeah. Brilliant. I wonder what he's actually said to him. Because I remember
probably said, did you have 3-2 Spurs on tonight?
Brilliant. Absolutely wound him up.
THFC report saying Destiny Udogie and Vicario. This is the moment I was talking about before, when Vicario just comes and jumps on him. Brilliant to see.
And I saw after the game, I think Udogie felt a bit bad with some of the mistakes he made. So it was really great to see a lot of the players encouraging him, make sure he's not too down about a few mistakes he made and focus on the positives.
Yeah. Kieran Moore saying, it's a nightclub, mate. What a light show. What a result. Up the Spurs at Spurs Official. So another one of the great light show yesterday. Sophie says, this is just embarrassing, though.
Yeah, look at this dive from Collins. Unbelievable. Like, Richarlison barely touches him. And he barely touches him and he goes down like
trying to get Richarlison sent off. What an embarrassment. Hotspur related saying Tottenham won a Premier League match today without involvements from either Heung-min Son or Harry Kane for the first time in over 5 years, from The Athletic. You said this to me after the game as we were walking out, and I was like, well, how many games have we actually played without Son and Kane in the last 5 years?
Well, none that we've won. So we've probably forgotten all of them. I don't know. Probably not that many, to be honest, but
because whenever Kane's been out, Son's always like stepped up for the team, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So there's been not many times.
There's a little period under Mourinho. We had a few games. Apart from that,
I'm sure there's one or two games here and there that we're forgetting. But...
yeah. I mean, how many? It probably must reach around 10 games, maybe 15 games at least, maybe. I would say.
Spurs Web saying, Sonny, this was what he put on Instagram yesterday, watching the game from his hotel room, it seems. And he says, at Spurs Official, let's go, my team.
Come on. I love that. My team. Big up, Sonny. Good luck on Friday.
Paul O'Keefe says, not in our house. And that was Brennan Johnson Instagram message that says, not in our house.
Yeah, brilliant. So Johnson, I love that. A bit of confidence there from Brennan.
Yeah, we need to see more of that from him, to be fair. Spurs Express, Neil Morpie responds to James Maddison on Insta, and Neil Morpie after the game says, gutted we couldn't get the win. More goals and less relegations in my career than James Maddison. We go again Monday, bees.
He says went a bit early with that one.
Went a
bit early with that one. So, mate, if you're going to do that, don't do it, 20 minutes in.
That's like a last-minute celebration. Yeah, like a winner in the last minute or something like that.
Surely, exactly.
Another one with Richarlison, man of the match. Brilliant to see. This one's a great picture of Richarlison shushing Morpie. That was posted out by Richarlison as well on Instagram.
With the dart emoji as well. Yeah. Brilliant stuff. Absolutely brilliant.
Next up is most goals scored by Brazilians in Europe's top 5 league this season. And Richarlison is sitting on top. And it's mad to think about because the narrative around like Vinicius Jr. is he's having a brilliant season. Rodrigo as well. But yeah, he has been injured a bit. That's fair. But I still think like whenever he's played, he's been brilliant this season for Real Madrid. Rodrigo, 7 goals. João Pedro, 7 goals. I mean, most of them have been penalties, to be fair.
Yeah, none of Richie's have been penalties.
No, none. And Richarlison sitting on the top for Brazilians in Europe.
So weird. Where's Jesus?
Where is Jesus?
So weird. That's really strange.
It's not strange at all, to be fair.
But I thought he was amazing.
He is amazing. He's amazing at doing nothing.
His goal scoring is not his strength.
Yeah, you're a striker and you come out on interview saying, yeah, goal scoring is not really my strong point. Jake says, unthinkable for me that we let Richarlison play for so long without getting his surgery. The pelvic surgery has made him way more mobile and it improved his hold-up play drastically. The way he's able to hold off defenders and interlink with those around him has been great, and I couldn't agree with that more.
Yeah, 100%. I don't know why it took us so long to get that sorted, and it seemed like a long-standing issue, I think Ange was saying. So really peculiar. Maybe it just goes to, again, and Rishi's willingness to put the team above himself, but unfortunately he was hurting the team, and we all knew that. But he looks so much better for it now.
Yeah. Hotspur Related have a quote from Brennan Johnson after the game, and he says, "It's no secret that recently I've not been at my best. I think in certain situations I've not been in the right position, so today I made sure I had to be," and that's exactly what he did for his goal.
Yeah, and it's really good acknowledgement from him, that he hasn't been playing well, and it's good that he has that awareness that, his performances haven't been good enough recently, so hopefully that's the first step of him improving.
Yeah. Tottenham tweeted out this with a brick emoji of just Mickey van der Ven. It's brilliant stuff.
Exactly.
Vicario on Instagram says, "We could have started the game better, but love how we switched in the second half. Nice game of darts, guys. Come on, you Spurs."
Beat up Vicario.
David Ellis saying, "These fuckers never learn."
It has actually backfired. Everyone who does it backfires. So who's next?
Bring it on.
Exactly.
Bring it on. THFC Cho says, "A doggy pointing to the badge. Things you love to see." He's fully
Brilliant.
coy, isn't he?
He loves it. Absolutely loves it. Come on.
Nathan Clark, Timo against Brentford, 80% pass succession, 1 out of 2 dribbles, 3 shots, 7 carries into the box, 5 loose ball recoveries, 3 chances created, and 1 assist. And Timo is growing into that shirt, isn't he?
He really is, and he's made such a good impact so far. And hopefully it's a sign of things to come.
Spurs Express saying Timo's impressive performance tonight will be remembered more for his 2 fantastic assists, but the countless runs he selflessly made until the very last minute helped the team immensely and shouldn't go unnoticed. This is a Timo Werner appreciation post.
Exactly, and I think he deserves it because he's such a crucial role for the team, and he's really helping us so far.
Yeah. The next one again is that Romero and Porro chest bump. Underneath is Billy T saying, "No way he's 16.
Brendan Johnson, making fun of Morpie again. Absolutely brilliant.
Premier League points earned after the first 22 games in charge. 36 for Klopp at Liverpool, 39 for Arteta at Arsenal, 43 for Pep at Man City, which is equal to Ange at Tottenham.
What a start.
It's mad to think about that. Like, from where we were last season, finishing 8th in the league, it looked like there was no light at the end of the tunnel. And suddenly, he's on par with Pep Guardiola's start at Man City.
This is the Ange era, that's what I'm saying.
The Ange era.
The Ange era is starting.
Alex THFC saying, "What a bloke." Richarlison doing his own celebration, then reverting into the James Maddison celebration. Things you'd love to see.
Yeah, a lot of darts in this reacts.
Yeah.
Brilliant stuff.
We definitely hit that 180 yesterday. But Alfie, again, just showing that Morpie and James Maddison
thing.
I
think we've seen the other ones as well. I think that's it.
Yeah, that is it for the way Twitter all reacted to the game yesterday.